Sidang hadirin dipersilakan duduk. Sidang hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, kini tibalah kita ke acara kemuncak. Tetapi sebelum itu, izinkan saya membaca biografi penceramah kita pada pagi ini dalam bahasa Inggeris. Dato Michael's entrepreneur journey started from a very young age when started exporting luxury pre-owned vehicles to Malaysia while studying in the UK. He returned to Malaysia in 1996 to grow the family business into PKT Logistics Group. With his philosophy, dream of it, talk about it, plan for it, work on it, and get it, he led PKT to be a socially responsible company, providing niche logistics services with presence in Malaysia, South Korea, Taiwan, and most Asian countries. As the Group Chief Executive and Managing Director, he transformed PKT to be a Facebook compulsory company while gaining over 1.06 million Facebook followers on his own profile. Dato Michael Teo's active contributions to various local education institutions saw him being appointed an adjunct professor by University Utara Malaysia and was also conferred the Honorary Doctor of Philosophy in Logistic Management by UUM in November 2018. His accolades include the Star Soba Entrepreneur of the Year 2012, Sinchu Business Excellent Person of the Year 2014, and Frost & Sullivan Niche Logistics Service Provider of the Year 2015. Dato Michael Teo was awarded the Best CEO Award by Education Ministry of Malaysia under CEO Fakulti Program. Seterusnya dijemput Yang Berbahagia Profesor Adjang Datuk Dr. Michael Teo untuk menyampaikan ceramah. Dipersilakan.
Still morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. Tak apa. Boleh. Oh, okay. You want to bring me? Then I off this one. Hello. I can use this one, no problem. I think I use this one since it's okay already. It's okay, don't worry. Yeah, as an entrepreneur, we must be very flexible. You know, I don't know who attended. I think Prof. Sata attended the event in
Yes.
UKM last event. We were there, and then you know what happened to the stage, right? While PM was giving address, I think the power surge, and then the whole stage went empty, and then no mic and whatnot. Not one time, two times. So, but PM was very professional in a way that he wasn't angry. He said, due to COVID-19, a lot of things could have happened, and then now including the stage also get a bit of shock and whatnot. So thank you for having me here today. I'm very honored to be here to give speech to a lot of big guns from UPSI. UPSI, although is a new name for me due to the reason I have two interns this year. Not to say interns, they are called under the CEO Faculty Program. They were attached to me for 6 months. And then unfortunately, Prof is also here, right? So unfortunately, during out of the 6 months, 4 months is MCOs. And then in fact, I came back on the June to start work. And then I asked them, you better come back, otherwise your intern period is like 3 months only. From March, then straight away April, May, June, already MCOs. So they are Dr. Siti. Where Dr. Siti? At the back there. Okay, Dr. Siti. Okay, I just want to give a report to Prof. Sata here that she is a very, very hardworking lady, you know. When I give her assignment, she returned back to me very, very fast. And I don't allow them to delay me to say that I'll give you an assignment today, tomorrow you come back to me. I say no. If I give you an assignment today, if you got the result immediately, you send me a WhatsApp to tell me about your result so that I know that you are working on it immediately. So you don't sit on it lah. So I hope that she actually get all the culture that was supposed to embrace when she get this 6-month internship period with the CEO of a company, corporate company, which is and she didn't sit in another room that she cannot see me. She get to see me every day, every morning. But I will walk past through her and I walk into my room. So she's next to me. So I'm able to make sure I have a good watch on her to make sure she perform lah. Okay, so yeah, and because of her, and then I get to know about UPSI. Okay, so I think this is a very good program initiated by MOHI. Used to be MOHI, then MOE, and then now MOHI again. So MOHI initiated this program called CEO Faculty Program to give a chance for the university to be able to find some industrial partners that you can collaborate with. Now, not only collaborating in terms of the logistics sector, right? Nothing to do with logistics. I obviously got no logistics degree and whatnot, but it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is how you embrace the culture of a corporate company and how did I build a company from a 2 million turnover when I came back from the UK, and now we are 800 million turnover as a company itself. So it's around 400 times we have grown. Okay, so because of this program, so we are able to collaborate with UPSI, and UPSI was very fast in their action to grab me to become one of their adjunct professor. So within a few months after she returned, she made the report, hey, this guy maybe is a good guy. Maybe you get him. He's very hardworking according to MOHI lah. Last year, 2019, I got the award for Best CEO under the Ministry of Higher Education. Meaning, I registered a lot of talking hours lah. Okay, I came to the university, I give a lot of talks. I help to inspire the student and make sure that whatever I was assigned to do, I did it. Okay, so thanks to Prof. Sata as well for taking a risk without knowing me and appoint me as a adjunct professor for UPSI, and I'm very honored to get that kind of appointment. Thanks, Prof. And of course, subsequently, very fast, walking behind you after you came was Prof. Amin, who came to my SHIP campus together with me. We went for a tour, and then I explained to him. I mean, it's a good idea to go for the SHIP campus tour. It's just like to open up your mind, talking about how education will be in the future. So very interestingly, PKT is a logistics company, and somehow or other I invested into education, and here I am an industry, and I'm also in the education. And what can an entrepreneur do to education industry? So maybe that is the reason why Prof have actually selected me to come for this talk today, and I'm very glad. And also I have a new friend here. Today we just met only, Mohammed Najib, right? You are the, what do you call that? Bendahari, treasurer, CFO, business, business, okay. All right, CFO means money man, Bendahari means money man. Okay, so I'm being entrusted here today to inspire you guys so that I think you are doing your this town hall. It's like a town hall, right? For UPSI, and I'm being entrusted today to see whether my story will inspire you, so that you, in return, will help Prof. to change the organization of the way you guys manage and whether you can transform yourself to make sure that you are, because more and more university will be given autonomous position status by the government, like UK, and then they have to depend on themselves to earn money. So you guys need to become a bit of entrepreneur in your mindset as well. So a bit of story about myself. Just let me try to get used to this thing first. It's on already. Oh, okay. The pointer is here. I point here. The laptop, huh? Okay, okay. All right. Okay. Now I got it. Terbalik pula. Okay. So, okay, right. So PKT is very proud to say that it's a Malaysian company, homegrown in Malaysia, and we are moving into ASEAN++. So we are not only domestic logistics company, we are considered an international logistics company with branches in Korea, Japan, India, Indonesia, Taiwan, and Korea. Okay, I mentioned Korea already. Okay, this is my background. As I think my background and your background, I think your background is better than my background lah. I think all of you are at least a PhD holder, right? So I am only a diploma in business study and a degree in accounting. So and masters in finance. So basically, I did this program myself. I planned to do this study because I know I want to be an entrepreneur. So in order to be a businessman, you need to be very good in figures. That's how you make money. It's not only you spend, but you don't know how to earn at the end, you don't make money, right? So this is a very simple, what they call strategy in terms of what to study. So this is what they have mentioned to you just now. When I was in the UK, I know every one of you also went overseas and studied. Anyone went to study in Hull University? From University of Hull? Tak ada? They're not famous, huh? University of Reading? Anybody from University of Reading? No. So anyway, so no alumni here. So what is a famous university in UK? Warwick. Oh, lagi? From where? Sheffield. Sheffield Hallam. Lagi? Birmingham. Leeds ada? Leeds ada, okay. Oh, that is very popular in UK. So when I was in the UK, why I now trying to come up with this program called Jom Bekerja Sambil Belajar. So in my own college, I also have this program called JBSB, Jom Bekerja Sambil Belajar. That is to make sure that our students, while they are studying, they're already working. Because when I was studying in the UK, when I was doing my diploma second year, I started to export my first used car from UK back to Malaysia. Second year diploma at the age of 18. All right, so it's age of 18. So when I went to I went to Hull University for the first year, I already have a mobile phone. That is 1989. The Motorola, the Chinese they call it Taiko Tai, the very big like what on. Hey, you know how Gaia is that or not? You know, if you imagine you go to university and study, and then you see this guy got a Motorola handphone, which nobody has a handphone at all. And then in the middle of class, toot, 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 then he, excuse me, then he go outside, he pick up the phone. No, the teacher also surprised, oh my God. And then it was like the whole management of our faculty knows me, including the dean. All right, so they all know me. That, wow, this boy is a entrepreneur at such a young age, you know. So exporting car from UK back to Malaysia is not small deal. It's a very big deal. Every car is about 15,000 pounds. So I'm able to export 1 year, don't know how many cars back to Malaysia until the bank manager called me. I mean, this is real story now. Excuse me, sir. Why are I just checked your accounts. Last year itself, over £1 million have gone through your account, but you are having a student account, which is free of charge and everything. UK, every single transaction must pay money, right? All right. So, but then I don't pay because I'm a student But over £1,000,000 went through your account. Dia takut I money laundering lah. Okay, so I said my father likes car, so he asked me to buy a lot of cars. So I buy car and send it to him lah. Oh, okay, but you cannot do this. You must open a business account. I said, okay, I will open a business account. So I closed the account and opened another account in another bank. So another student bank. Correct or not? I mean, come on, man. We are smart people, right? All right. So that is what I have done. Okay, that is as a student lah. Okay, another thing I have done is this was my name card after I finished my study and I gone into business in a big way lah. Okay, so I based myself in Wimbledon and I do full time exporting car back to Malaysia. So the title I put here, I can tell you, you read, is called Presented by Michael B.Y. Teo. Now, why did I not put myself as the CEO of the company? Why not I put myself as managing director of the company or even any title? Because cannot how to put a title. It was only me, myself, and I. How to have a title? I'm not managing any other director. I'm not even a chief executive of anybody's officer. All right. So I put myself presented by so that I don't have to travel in business class. Okay. Because if you put your title too high, then you end up, before you start making money, you spend money first. Okay. If you put yourself managing director, you give your name card to all your family, relative and whatnot lah. And then you drive to the party, you drive in Proton Saga. Boleh kah? Can? Cannot, right? So you need to drive what? BMW ke or Mercedes-Benz kan? So that's a problem. Before you make money, you spend money. So you definitely lose money one. So because why your title too high? So you put your title somewhere in between lah. Okay. So in 1996, so after 4 years, 6 years studying, get my master's, I was already working already. Then I continued to work 4 more years in UK, exporting car back to Malaysia. So my life was fantastic. Making tons of money and very happy with my life, flying in and out of UK, and got married in 1995. So then after that, my family sort of like no successor. Nobody want to take over the family business. My father also left, not doing his private business. And then my brother also not interested to take over. So they asked me to take over the family business. So then for me, to make that decision to take over family business is almost like I have to make a study. What am I doing now? Because I am doing used car business. I have to find a car, I have to export the car, I sell the car, I collect the money, and I buy the car again. So every day is the same process for me. All right. It is only me, myself, and I. All right. So if it's a single business and I have to work myself, this is called active income. Okay. Now I'm also tired. I said that, hey, I'm very young, I'm very aggressive. I want to be independent in the future. I want to build a company that I can become like Richard Branson, flying all over the world, and my company still growing, my money still coming into the pocket while I was having holiday everywhere. I want to become that kind of entrepreneur. So this is called financial freedom. Yeah, active, passive income. Passive income. So I want to move towards that direction. Since I'm young, I can work hard the next 20 years. Then I can be financial freedom, fly all over the world, and the money still coming into my pocket. So then I have a crystal ball right in front of me. Okay. Now I talk about logistics future. So these are one of the SWOT analysis that is built into me because of my study. Okay, what is the pro and cons of doing logistics business? So Malaysian logistics is basically, to me, very easy. I'm in the UK, I can see that, these are very good future. Logistics is very big business. If you want to do anything, the first question that I will tell you is, when my mentee come and see me and ask me, the DMT, I would like to invest into this sector. I ask him a question. Is this business scalable or not? Is it scalable or not? Okay, if it's not scalable, don't waste your time doing it. All right, because you cannot scale it. You only just want to do it unless you are artist. You do it for passion. All right, Otherwise, if you want to do it as a business, the business must be scalable. Logistics is very scalable. Okay, very good future. And I decided to come back and take over the family business and let go whatever I was doing in the UK. All right, 100%. My friends say you are crazy. My wife also say I'm crazy. All right, how can you leave a business that you are making over R1 million a year in the UK and come back and take 2,000 ringgit salary from your dad? Okay, I'm not that stupid lah. Okay, I asked my dad, I am already having my business in UK. If I were to come back and take over this business that nobody want, okay, let me invest into the company also because I have money. So they agreed. So I become a partner in the company itself. Okay. Now, when I joined the company, it's 1996. Okay, when I came back from the UK, 1996. Then I actually restructured the company, make it into Sdn Berhad, make the nice company brand, PKT Logistics Sdn Berhad. And then 1998, we were hit by ASEAN currency crisis. Anybody can remember that or not? Ringgit was 2.5 for don't know how many years, and suddenly devalue all the way to 4.3, 4.5. Correct or not? Our life will become difficult. All right, can you all remember that or not? Okay, so that was the time when I came back from the UK. All right, in 1998, I was hit by the first crisis in the world. So many problems I think in a way is worse than now. This crisis, the COVID-19 crisis. That time, 1998 crisis, a lot of government were toppled. Okay, Suharto was toppled as well. Thailand submit to IMF. Korea submit to IMF. Indonesia submit to IMF, except Malaysia. We did not submit to IMF lah. Okay, so at this time, when I came back from the UK, I have no idea in logistics industry, no background, never done any logistics job except exporting my car from UK back to Malaysia. That's the only logistics know-how I have. So, but then I remember before I went to UK before 1986 when I went to UK, Tun M was a prime minister 1995, 96, I came back, Tun M is still the prime minister. And he's telling us, look East policy. Remember look East policy? So Korea and Japanese. So my father said, my brother was like, my brother used to work for my father. Because he couldn't work for my father, he left the company. Then I took over. So he always give me advice, what to do and what not. So I keep on finding for partnership only. I look for partnership. Because in my study, they talk about knowledge transfer. Okay, if you don't have the knowledge, you join venture with them and get them to transfer knowledge to Malaysian. So in developed country that Malaysia growing in ASEAN at that time is Korea and Japan. So I keep on looking for partner. And then in 1998, after 2 years working for PKT, I finally found a partner, Utuku Corporation, which is a Japanese company. Okay, so Utuku Corporation joined with PKT, and Utuku Corporation, UTOC, actually is a subsidiary of Mitsui Group. Have you heard of Mitsui? Mitsui is a very big trading house. Recently, Warren Buffett actually bought into Mitsui shares. All right, Warren Buffett bought into 6 trading houses in the world, Japanese trading house, and Mitsui is one of them. So Utuku is a subsidiary of Mitsui. And Mitsui, Tan Sri Suzuki, is the MD of Mitsui Malaysia during the period of the crisis. He actually helped Tun M to lobby for the 35 billion rescue money from Japan. Okay, instead of Malaysia submit to IMF, we went and borrowed money from Japan instead. Okay, that was a brilliant move, because if we were to submit to IMF will ask you to open up your banking sector and all the sector that you are protecting, and they will come in, they take over your banking sector and then gone. So then our economy will be controlled by American already. That was their strategy. All right, their strategy to weaken us. So since you are all doctors and professors, I would like to give you a bit of conspiracy story, so that you will, actually, I just want you to train your mind to think out of the box, think in a bigger picture. I don't know. I hope you are okay lah. Don't be angry with me lah. Okay. The whole thing here is during the time when Bill Clinton took over as a president of America. All right, he wanted to balance the book. You know what's the balance book? The ins and the outs, because America is always on budget deficits. They want to balance the book, to balance it and make it surplus. So he was thinking, how am I going to get the American factory back to America if nobody want to come back? But if nobody want to come back, how am I going to balance the book? So then they thought of an idea. So this is what I'm saying in the bigger picture, the conspiracy behind it. Because George Soros funded him to become the president of America. So George Soros also looking, how can I make money now that I make you a president? So they decided to conspire themselves is to revise the dollar to ringgit, the ASEAN currency. So change, revision of currency. Okay, so devalue ASEAN currency, the easiest. So they strategize, they bring in Soros in, and with all their media, you know now their media, now everyone in the world know already, actually the media work together with them on. Okay, so to devalue our currency, they use the term, we have no fundamentals. You know, I mean, logically, if we have no fundamentals, for the last 10 years, 2.5, why no action happened? Why the ringgit never ever move at all? So when as economics, when you study economy, when the ringgit devalue from here to here, the first thing you say, this is called speculation. They intentionally speculate to devalue us. Basically, Bill Clinton say is, never mind, American factory, you stay in Asia. I will devalue their currency. All right? Then, after that, I will be able to balance my book then. So let me explain to you. Top Glove export one box of glove to America at 10 US dollar. How much ringgit he will get at 2.5? 25 ringgit. Correct or not? So by devaluing ringgit to 4.5, how many ringgit he will get for one box of glove? 45 ringgit, right? So year end coming, which is this date here, they attack him in August. This is the coming year end. So December, I renegotiate price with you. I say, Top Glove, wow, now you make super normal profit, because now you get 45 ringgit for one box of rubber glove. I want you to reduce price. How much, boss? Are we talking? Can, we can discuss. So how many percent? 30%. 30% reduced to $7 times 4.5, you still get 28 ringgit plus. More than 25 ringgit you got before. Top Glove happy, right? Okay. So long as you continue to buy from me, I will give you 30% discount. So that year, American corporation make super normal profit in 1999, the next year after renegotiation. So in 1999, they make super normal profit because of the discount from the whole Asian country. Not only that we are squeezed until because of economic crisis, everybody worry. So they also got things very cheap. So the American dollar used to, if I have unemployment, if I don't get a job, I get 1,000 US dollar per week. But this $1,000, I can only buy that much. But after the currency crisis, they can buy more. The purchasing power becomes stronger. All right. Then American people make supernormal profit and they pay higher tax. So Bill Clinton budgeted to have a small deficit that year, but instead they collected a lot of taxes. Okay. And minus the expenditure, he managed to make the account surplus. The first president of America after 30 years to balance the budget this way. Okay. And that is where I dig into the congressional budget and I study how they balance the book at that time, and I found this strategy that Bill Clinton used. So 1999, 2000 and 2001, America have a big surplus of budget because of how they devalue our currency. So from that time I know already, every certain number of years, they will come in and devalue our currency again, because they cannot say the American dollar become cheaper and cheaper because they keep on importing without exporting. Malaysia is a net exporter of US dollar. So automatically ringgit will become weaker, stronger and stronger against dollar. So the only way they can revalue that to make sure their buying is cheap is to revalue our currency every 5 to 10 years. Okay, so the very minute we lift the fix, we fix at 3.8, remember? Then Tun Badawi relieved that the currency control. So ringgit strengthened back all the way to 3.0, right? So before what do you call that? Obama devalue our currency again back in 2014. From 3.0 went back to 4.5 again. So that is how our life going to be lah. Then they use the same reason, the oil crisis. Oil price went down, ringgit devalue and whatnot lah. So that is the problem. So that's how I found out that the market is like that. Okay. So when I joined venture with Utuku Express, the strategy I have is called positioning. I am positioning my market in Korean and Japanese segment. And because of my joint venture with Utuku Express, and then Malaysian government borrowed money from Japan, the Japanese government decided to award the supply of the equipment, the locomotive and also the railway track. It was Rawang to Ipoh lah. Maybe go through Tanjung Malim also, the railway track. Okay, I remember I supplied the railway track to here lah. So I was the logistics provider for this biggest project in Malaysia during the 1998 ASEAN currency crisis. So again, I have did the right strategy. So in 2000, I managed to find a Korean partner as well. So I joint ventured with a Korean company quickly. It's a 60-40 joint venture. And I learned from them. I become the biggest Korean freight forwarder in Malaysia. All right. And then the year 2002, Korean car came into Malaysia. Kia what? Sophia. Kia Sophia. The first car that actually Kia Sophia originally it is from Indonesia. It's a Kia sent to Indonesia, supposed to rebatch it as a Kia, their Indonesia first national car, Timo. It was Suharto's plan. Suharto's son, Bambang Suharto, was supposed to rebatch this under the national car for Indonesia. But it didn't happen because he was toppled. So because of that, there was left a lot of car in Indonesia. So Tan Sri Nasimuddin, the owner of NASA Group, they bring the car into Malaysia and put back a Kia brand and launch it as Kia Sophia. Okay. So then when they bring in this car, they started to do the assembly in Malaysia. My dad is a good friend of Tan Sri Nasimuddin because both of them are in used car business. Okay. So used car business, last time all the used car are NASA brand, NASA car. So Tan Sri is one of the biggest lah. So we are good friend lah. Okay, we also help them. My dad helped him to sell cars as well. So he used to travel a lot with Tan Sri and whatnot. So then I say, hey, Kia coming to Malaysia. Then let's go and meet Tan Sri and ask him for this business. So we stumbled upon Hyundai followed by Kia business at the same time in 2002. Both brands also came into Malaysia. So automotive is a very big logistics business. It's big. Proton City down here, right? Proton is one of the biggest automotive player in Malaysia. Okay, so then I've decided that in any business, always remember one thing. Never be satisfied with one product. Never be satisfied with one source of revenue. Always must think of diversification. The more you diversify, the lesser is your risk. Don't put all your eggs in the Hyundai and Kia basket. All right. So I continue to diversify. Keep on thinking about new product I want to come up with. Same goes to uni. If your product are not selling already, you need to come up with a new product. Nobody want to study the old degree already. Nobody want to study one day. Nobody want to study chemical engineering anymore because oil and gas is going to die already. So what is the new subject of the future? Then you study lah. You say, okay, it's a subject of the future, maybe computer science and whatnot. We need to start diversifying, going into this area as well. So we decided to go after the vendor first. From the Kia and Hyundai, they introduced us to all the vendors. So then we subpool all the vendors. Okay, until maximum ready, then I have no choice. I go after another car model. Because earlier on, I don't want to go after car models because we worry about customer not happy if you take in another car brand competing with each other. So we want to avoid competition. We don't want to go for another brand. But then one day I decided to take Mazda was offered to me. So then I decided to ask permission from Hyundai and Kia. Will you allow me to take in Mazda? They say, so long as this car are not fighting with us in the same segment. That means Japanese buyer are not going to consider buy Japanese or Korean. You understand or not? Japanese are going to consider buying among Japanese car, Toyota, Honda, Nissan, or Mazda. So that is okay as long as you don't take in another Japanese brand. So from that time onward, we grow our business in automotive logistics. And this is the brand that we are doing now. Started from 2002, then we got into Peugeot, Skoda, Nissan, Chang'an. Okay, so this is Nissan. I got Nissan, BMW, and 2009 world financial crisis. Then Nissan asked us to cost down 15%. Hey, I only make 10% from you. 15% means I lose money doing for you. So I decided to give up Nissan. Then 2010, I got Mazda. Then followed by Volvo, Futon, Mitsubishi, Citroen, Land Rover, McLaren, and so many brands. So PKT become the biggest automotive logistics player in Malaysia. This is really a blue ocean strategy. Nobody else is doing this business in Malaysia. We are the only one who is doing automotive logistics business in Malaysia. Okay? So the revenue jump after I discovered automotive logistics from 40 million after I JV with the Japanese company, all right? Then, and also the Korean company. And then until 2002, our sales from 2 million, we hit 40 million. But when we stumble upon the automotive logistics, our revenue grow all the way to 200 over million. Okay, so you need to have a very niche product and you become the best in the market for this one. Of course, pendidikan is a niche product for UPSI lah. But then if this reach the peak already, what are you going to do? All right. So maybe today's things is for you to brainstorm maybe another way of diversification. But then again, we were hit by a crisis in 2008. So another crisis that you need to know is the world financial crisis. It was driven from subprime mortgage. It was called subprime mortgage in the US first. And then after that, it came to Malaysia and then it became world financial crisis. The reason is from subprime, the banks go bankrupt. From one bank go to bankrupt, another bank bankrupt. And all the bad news from America worry us. And because we are worried, we stop spending. When we stop spending, the economy also went into technical recession, we call it. Technical recession. Why I use the word technical recession? It is nothing to do with Malaysia. It's everything to do with the American economy, but that affects the morale of the whole world. So it's like our economy pulled down. So the very minute the thing over, we let go, what will happen? It will bounce back. Same like COVID-19. Nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with our failure to manage our country or whatnot. It is a disease that came that stop all the activity in the world. It is pulled down. The very minute they find the vaccine, it will come out, it let go, and it will bounce back. So how you know that? You go back and Google for 2009 H1N1 this crisis, okay, pandemic crisis. And you study the economy during that 2009, and you try to imagine is happening now second time and how the economy can rebound again. Because manusia senang lupa, mudah lupa. Siapa cakap itu? Mahathir, yeah, Tun my idol lah. He used a lot of words that I love lah. Okay, so we forgot about that crisis. But if we know that crisis, how it was managed, okay, we will not be worrying about it that much now. We know it will turn around, okay? So as a businessman, you need to be very confident. You are the general in your company. if you behave with this crisis like a failure, your staff will lose a lot of morale. And at the end of the day, you cannot turn around the company. So you need to be very advanced in your thinking. You need to give them a lot of encouragement, right? And give them the positive thinking, the positive side of the story, and make sure that they are morally positive all the way and to handle this COVID-19. So if you follow my posting during that period of time, I'm sure that you know what I'm doing is correct now. Okay. So in 2008, when we were hit by that crisis, whenever you feel a crisis, we decided to transform ourselves. We say, cannot lah. Our turnover dropped by 30% because nobody buy cars during current world financial crisis. When you don't buy car, my business dropped by 30% as well. So I say, I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, which is automotive logistics. Very dangerous. I need to diversify out from automotive logistics. Okay. So I decided to do a transformation. I call it Company Transformation Program or CTP program. Okay, in this Company Transformation Program, we came up with company visions. Okay, so the first thing we do is, you see how I grow? There's no vision. There's no mission. Okay, I think maybe some of your vision and mission could be quite long already. You need to renew it also lah. So, but that time we don't have a clear vision. So because of the crisis, that forced us to do a transformation program. So basically, in this transformation program, 20 of my top management, I bring them to Port Dickson. I lock the door. I say 3 days, 2 nights we will be here. We are here to brainstorm. So I have a facilitator that follow me for that transformation program. So the facilitator asked me, so Michael, what do you want to achieve from this transformation program? So I think about it. I say, what is the most, what's your dream? What you want to achieve in life in terms of this entrepreneurship journey? So I say, I'm building a company with 200 million turnover now. I'm thinking about 1 billion as my target lah. So she turned around and asked my staff, how many of you think PKT can be a billion ringgit company, say in 5 to 10 years time? The reaction is exactly the same. All right? Except one lady behind there take out the hand, and then after that she looked around, oh, nobody put out her hand, then she pulled back. So then she pinpointed at her, hey, okay, you just now, Siti, stand up. Why did you take out your hand so fast? Then that lady said, oh, because every time when Dato Michael say he want to do something, it happens. So if he say that he want to achieve 1 billion ringgit, I think he can do it. So what is the lesson we learn from here? Always walk your talk. Don't talk and talk. Okay, as a CEO of the company, we need to make sure that we walk our talk. If we set out a dream, if we set out a vision, we make sure we achieve it. Okay, I'm not teaching you, boss, but I'm sure Prof. Sata will make sure that this thing is done also. Okay, so we came out during that period. 1B was our main objective. So we tried to think how to achieve 1 billion ringgit because never heard of in the logistics industry. So we came up with Wawasan 60-40. 60% of our revenue still maintained in automotive, 40% in the non-auto sector. Okay, so that we diversify our revenue. So the non-auto sector primarily focus in fast-moving consumer goods. Okay, FMCG, because FMCG is now called essential. We're having another lockdown in Malaysia. Essential can move. The non-essential cannot move. Automotive cannot move. Essential can move. Luckily, I have this vision in 2008. Okay, because of that, we start growing our automotive section, non-auto. So you can see we are doing for some big customer like McDonald's, Kenny Rogers, and whatnot. That's an essential item. But the logo is very big. Try to squeeze under the whole block is occupied. And then back in 2014 is growing. And this is 2020 scope. So this is how we penetrate into the FMCG with a vision. So now Family Mart is our customer. Daiso Global Distribution we are doing. We are doing for McDonald's already long time. New one is Mary Brown. Kyochon is also a customer. All these are the big brand that is in the market. Without a vision, nothing will happen. With a vision, something will happen. Okay, if we keep on measuring it in every single meeting, we measure, okay, what's our 60-40 now? Okay, transport department 60-40, freight department, custom department, macam mana 60-40, 60-40, mana. Every day we ask the same question. Then everybody start thinking about 60-40, 60-40. Because if they don't think, there is no pressure for them to go and find a business. But because of that, we have now got so many business during COVID-19 that we can depend on. So our 60-40, the non-automotive business, keep on growing every year until this level now. Okay, this is to prove that whatever we say, we do it. So ASEAN 30 is don't put all your eggs in Malaysia basket. Okay, you will never know there's a 1 MDB case. Okay, so that case actually dragged us down in 2014, 15, and 16. We should be recovering after some crisis, but our neighboring country, Thailand, have recovered, except Malaysia. We were too much in politics about 1 NDB case for 15, 16, 17 until the election is over. Okay, so we never know. So luckily, we have a business overseas. Because of that vision, then we start traveling around the region. Okay, so go to India, Taiwan, and I told you all the branches that we set up, and we start doing business overseas. So we become an international logistics provider. Okay. And finally, this is the grand vision of 1 billion ringgit. Okay, so this is to achieve by the year 2020. So how exciting was 2020 for me? Oh my God. We already did a projection of 1B for 2020, and everything was spoiled because of COVID-19. But then again, that they won't kill our spirit, because we knew that there's nothing we can do about it as well. Okay, right? So in 2017 and 18, we decided to get IPO. Instead of IPO, actually we have two investors that came in and bought all our share. So Mystery Group used to joint venture with me. Now instead they buy into PKT Group shares. So now we are owned by 35% by Mystery OSK line, shipping line. Okay. So after that transformation in 2008, we transformed ourselves. So we built our first warehouse. We call it the Ship. All right. And then followed by the second warehouse, the Wave. Okay. So now this is unusual. People ask me the question, DMT, why did you, DMT is my initial lah. Why did you build the warehouse? Why you call it the Ship and the Wave? So the reason is everybody was building warehouses A-shape. Have you seen the warehouse, right? All A-shape. All right, that's typical because of heavy rain in Malaysia. But my one is called the Ship and the Wave. All right. So the reason is because I will be different from people. MNC customer wake up and say that, hey, why this building so iconic? And it's a warehouse. And they came and see, and then they said, wow, very nice, very changi and whatnot. Then they decided to use us. And also our warehouse are all green warehouse. Okay. Okay. And remember the date here. In September 2009, I completed the Ship. Okay. Then I continued to build the warehouse during the world financial crisis. And I built the warehouse for the Wave and completed in October 2010. So a lot of people call me up, say, DMT, are you crazy? This is going to be the worst recession in the world, you know. It's going to take long. Why are you continuing with another warehouse? I say, no. I have done the study. I know exactly what they are doing. The economy is going to turn around. So, you want another story? Conspiracy one. You want another conspiracy story? Huh? Oh, okay. Anyway, might extend a little bit, half an hour, nothing lah. We have late lunch. But anyway, the conspiracy is like this. When Obama took over from when George Bush took over from Bill Clinton, he got a very good book, Surplus, right? So the very first thing that he took over immediately is go to war already. Correct or not? George Bush went to war, all right? Iraq war and whatnot. The Iraq war is not new. Iraq war was his father time. He was trying to go after Saddam already and already embargoed Saddam. Then lost to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, for 8 years, he never do anything to Saddam. And then whenever the son took over, immediately he want to go after Saddam again. I don't know what's the deal between them and Saddam lah. Okay, there must be something lah. Hey, frankly speaking, I mean, you guys are professor level, right? I mean, your thinking is not like layman thinking, right? Why would he want to go after Saddam again for no reason? Huh? They must have loved him so much. So during embargo time, Saddam continued to dig a lot of oil and put the reserve there. Okay, but he's under embargo. The oil continued to have a big reserve of oil in Iraq. So he went after Saddam, of course, especially after 9/11. Okay, that's why 9/11 is really a conspiracy. Whether it did happen or not is nobody know. Because after that, the George Bush came out with a plan. We're going to topple 7 countries in 5 years. Okay, the countries are all listed in the country already toppled by them already. That means he and Obama had toppled all the 7 countries except Iraq. Iran. So Libya, Syria, Lebanon, Sudan, all the oil countries, they toppled all. And then they took over. So they appoint their puppet prime minister, everything they sapu, not a single thing for American government, but the rest all took by a corporate company. So I was in the logistic industry. People asking me for oil tanker. I say, why? For what? To keep oil in Straits of Malacca. Huh? Oil tanker is to transport oil one destination to another destination. Why you want the oil tanker to keep oil in 2007? Okay, after they killed Saddam Hussein, they took all his oil and they park it in the Straits of Malacca. Okay, and they're selling the oil. Okay, so in 2008, can you remember we have an oil crisis? Oil price went up to how much? 150 US, right? It didn't happen coincidentally, you know. It is another conspiracy. They couldn't sell the oil they took from Saddam. You imagine you are a thief. You just stole a Rolex. You knock on my window. I wind out the window. You say, boss, Rolex, 15,000. I got money one. Why should I buy from you? Maybe it's a fake one. I might as well buy from OPEC. Correct or not? I am China. Why should I buy from you? I will buy from OPEC lah. Okay, buy from OPEC. Okay, so they don't want to buy. So the only way they can get them to buy is to speculate the oil price to go up. At the same time, they tell OPEC, do not increase production. Let the price go up. You go and Google all this, you will have all the proof. OPEC refused to increase production. All this inside the thing. There's the only thing is I do about a lot of research lah. So then find out that they purposely fix the oil price, fix the supply, and push the oil price up until 150 US dollar. So now you knock at China door. Hello, bro. Now Rolex is 45,000 now. You want or not? 15,000. No. You say okay. No. Now increase price already. 25,000 already. Correct or not? So China no choice. They buy forward the oil from them. And he let go all the oil from Saddam. And then he tell Aaron Greenspan, which is the Federal Reserve, he say, okay, now you can announce the subprime mortgage crisis. From March 2008, the oil price jumped to 150. And then the June oil price dropped all the way back to 30 US dollar. Nobody know about it because nobody cared. At that time, everyone was too worried about the subprime mortgage. Because if the subprime mortgage were to come out, the news, nobody will buy oil anymore because it's a world financial crisis. All right, they hold the news until they sold the oil, and then only they let go this news, and then the world economy crash. And then they get the Congress to pass 800 billion to rescue the economy of America. Actually, 700 rescue. So George Bush give to Obama, shake hand, don't come after me. He gave the money to Obama in 2009, January. Obama became the president of America. All right. So he got 700 billion money. They will use this to reactivate the economy. So when he start employing all the Goldman Sachs people as his team, I know really they're going to push the stock market already. So the stock market went up like the nobody business. Everybody start playing share and make money from share, and everyone forgot what happened. Okay, and he give the money to all the corporate company who lost money. This is the free money, free money, free money, free money. Everyone take. After you take my money, the next month the accounts you report loss again. No way, right? So from June onward, everyone must report profits. And because of that, the economy turned around. It was turned around of the century. So I decided to build the wave during that time. Open tender. I was the only tender in the market, and I given it to this Eversendai, and I make 10 million from building this warehouse. So in a market bad situation, you still can make money if you make the right move. But you need to understand the global market very well and how they are playing with it. It is all, whatever you are told is what they want you to read. I tell you honestly, whatever you read newspaper is what information they want you to know. But you yourself need to do a bit of research. I know you are all professors. You never believe in any story. Even my story, you will Google later. Okay, so the third generation warehouse is called the Lighthouse, the tallest warehouse in Malaysia, the first GBI gold standard warehouse in Malaysia. That is the brand already, the tallest warehouse and first GBI standard warehouse in Malaysia. Why? Because I'm targeting multinational customer. Multinational customer is different from Malaysian customer. Malaysian logistics manufacturer who give the logistics out, they are all Chinaman style. They don't care. They want cheap. Okay. Whereas multinational, they talk about values. They talk about standards. They talk about green initiative and whatnot. Okay. So we have the tallest warehouse in Malaysia, the green warehouse. We have the ship, the wave, and the lighthouse. 3 buildings talking to each other. Okay, architecturally. All right. So another pineapple plantation. Intentionally, I make it a big story about the pineapple plantation. Why would you have a pineapple plantation, Michael? Everyone will come and ask me. I will bring them to the pineapple farm and then walk around the pineapple plantation. And that was like, wow, this is a first experience visiting a warehouse, but you have a pineapple plantation. Hey, never mind. This one ripe already, you pluck lah. Then he plugged already, that memory is inside him forever in his life. First time ever I pluck a pineapple and bring it home and makan. The experience is cannot forget one. And I got it from PKT. So that is the how I actually cheated all my customer. Instead of going to the warehouse for tour, they end up the tour finish at the pineapple plantation. Enough already. Michael, I know you are the best already. Okay, let's go. Like that. So that was the marketing tools. But anyway, so the reason why is I explained to them, I could have made a landscape from this end until the other end is 1 kilometer. The consultant came to me $500,000 ringgit. To maintain it every month, I must spend 10,000 to pay for maintenance of that landscape. So I say, oh, no. This time I'm really a Chinaman. Okay, I'm not going to spend $500,000 and 10,000 every month for something that's not going to bring income back to me. All right. So I decided to have a pineapple plantation so that I can tell people my pineapple will harvest and I can sell the pineapple. So my landscape is also my cash cow. Okay. So CSR is not about spending money now. It's about how smart you do it. Okay. So 3 buildings talking to each other. This is the Google map. You can have a look at it. All right. Okay. There's a video. Video tak jalan. Ini COVID-19 punya pasal ni. Got virus. You play lah. You play direct so that I can have a sip of water. Play direct. Dato. No foul inside. Maybe no foul inside. Cannot. No foul inside. Got nothing. Oh, value embedded. Oh, okay, all right. Never mind. I can continue. So basically, that one is a video lah of the three building just now that you saw lah. Okay, nothing. You missed nothing lah. It was this three building lah. Okay. So I have done the company transformation program. So the business went very well towards the direction of 1 billion already. All right. So as a CEO of the company, I'm very happy. Are you happy or not? My employees, are you happy or not? Wow, everything's coming in already. Build the ship, the wave. Everyone is asking about your company. Wow, PKT, very changgay, your very nice, your company, good thing and everything. So company go up so fast until the people that is in the company transfer from one department to another department. You are promoted, you go to this department, you're now promoted, you're promoted. Everyone was running, you know. So they lost in direction what to do. You say, oh, Dato, your company fly. My Japanese partner say, Michael-san, your company fly. Okay, you fly. Your staff catching up, cannot catch up, too fast. Please consider your staff. Then I look back and look at them and say, oh, guys, are you okay? Dato, okay lah, we just do only ma. Okay, so okay. I say, okay, maybe we should do another retreat. Okay, we call it the booster lah. In 2011, I decided to have a booster. We call it Employee Transformation Program, focusing on employees. All right. So now in this transformation, instead of 20 people went for the transformation in Port Dickson last time, right? So because it's called employee, so I have the second tier management follow me together as well. Okay, second tier. So second tier follow me to Port Dickson, total 50 of us. Okay, in the transformation program. Okay, sorry. So in that transformation program, we came out with 10 key result area. So why? That is in 2011. Remember what Najib came up with during that time? He came up with GTP and CTP and GTP, that 10K result area. So in the company, in the management study, you can use several methods for business growth. One of them is key result area. Okay, so we decided to focus on using key result area or KPI, KRA we use. KRA, but we change it to CKRA, Company Key Result Area. So instead of 3 vision, 60-40, ASEAN 30 and 1B, now we have 10 key result area. So now we say how to fill in the blank to make it 10. All right. So the original 3, we adopt it inside already. So balance, we need to come up with another 7 key result area. So the first one, as you know, is called Wawasan 60-40. KRA number 2 is Wawasan ASEAN 30. 30% of sales come from ASEAN. KRA number 3 is to grow our warehouse space to 5 million square feet. Wawasan 5 million square feet in 10 years. Okay, for our warehouse space. Then KRA number 4 is talk about security system for our security standard in our warehouse. We want it to be world class. So how do we KPI that? We measure from the theft cases in our warehouse. How many times we have stock losses, how many times we have stock losses and whatnot. So we measure that from there. Because all your KRA must be measurable. Okay, don't do a KRA that is not measurable and nobody can review your KRA. So quarterly, we review the KRA. Somebody make a report in charge of only KRA. All right, so that it will be specifically to talk about where are we now. So security standard is also one of them. Our space, our 60-40, which is measurable. Our ASEAN 30 is also measurable. So the next one, which is a bit difficult to measure, is called, then I asked my staff, the 50 of them, I asked, okay, let's not talk about company, let's talk about you, because it's employee transformation program. What do you want from the company? So of course, the cheeky one will say, we want more bonus lah. All right. So then I say, no, let's be serious. Let's talk about what do you really want when you work for a company? Okay, Dato, seriously speaking, we don't want to have stress. I think this is the number one request from all of you. Don't want to have stress at work, okay? Now, we want to be happy coming to work. Okay, and we want to have fun in the workplace and all these things. Okay, so then they say we want to be healthy. So I say, which one is number one? So they say healthy. We want to be healthy. So, okay, the first thing I will accept the new KRA number 5 is if you work for PKT. No, and also before that, I said, let's come up with the name of the KRA for this one. And this name must be world class. It must be nobody else have done it before in the world. I want to do it. I want to show how serious I'm committed to this KRA. So then they say, if you work for PKT, your health will improve. Okay, I say, I like this. All right. So go and Google and see whether Facebook say that or not. And see whether Google say that or not. If you work for Google, your health will improve. And go and see other IT companies say that or not. They say that DMT, nobody will dare to say this in the market. They will be crazy to say that words. Okay. I say, in that case, I want to do it. If you work for PKT, your health will improve. Okay. So we came up with a lot of events. This is aerobic class, fitness class. Okay. Then we came up with this Dato, gym a day off. So we came up with a lot of program. Gym a day off means if you go to gym within one month, 12 days you go to the gym, you can redeem for 1 day off the next month. Fun or not? Boss, instead of MC, because 12 days he go to the gym, out of the 20 days come to work, 12 days he's already in the office gym. So balance 8 days only. No reason for him to go sick. All right? So then he get 1 day off the next month. You save on a lot of MC and a lot of medical costs as well. Okay? So we decided to take a bold move. If you go to gym, you get 1 day off the next month. Okay? And then we start doing screening. We check the blood test, and then every 6 months, National Kidney Foundation will come to my office because our PKT have gym. Okay, every building have a gym. So then they will test us. 6 months later, they have another test. National Kidney Foundation, 7 ringgit per person. Donate to National Kidney Foundation. They prick your finger. They will tell you the cholesterol level, sugar level, and they do blood pressure test for you. Okay, and then we compare. So we have maintain, improve, worsen, maintain, improve, worsen, maintain, improve, worsen. Okay, so when the worsen become worse, then you take action again. Then you come up with another program to make sure people go back to gym again. So we also measure our sick leave per employee. I know you all like to go on SC, right? So now Prof got a new idea already. We will measure sick leave per employee for the whole university. What is our level? You try and see. National average is 9.5. All right? National average is 9.5. Surprise, surprise lah. Okay? Can you imagine which country is, say, 1.0? Can you give me a name? Which country will be 1.0? Sick leave per employee, per annum. Japan. Yes. Japan don't go on sick leave one. Japanese. Sick also they come to work. Okay? All right. Another place, not a country, really surprised me 1.5 is New York. I don't know why. Maybe you are American graduate, you will understand. If you get a job in New York, if you don't come, the company can fire you straight away. Maybe. No, that is why they treasure their job and they come to work. So I put a KPI every year. And then every year we measure, and then we announce it at the end of the year. This is our sick leave per employee per month. So this last year we have 2.8 days per employee. This year we target 2.0. Okay, so at the end of the result, HR will come out. These are the total sick leave, and this is the total employee we have. Divide, then you give sick leave per employee lah. Okay, so we also give awards to those people who never go on sick leave at all. They need to be treasured because they are so efficient, so healthy, and they never go on sick leave at all. Okay, so KI number 6 is like what I say. So I said the number 5 is a healthy working culture. I like it. I'm going to do it. Okay, so we will embrace that healthy lifestyle at work. So the next culture that we created is fun working culture, happy working culture. Okay, first you have healthy already. The next one you are talking about happy working culture. So I say if you want to be happy and fun and no stress, it's better you don't work. Okay, why you want to work? You might as well don't work. You say, no, DMT, we promise you, if we make it fun and happy and fun, I will make sure we achieve our KPI before we do that. Your KPI will be achieved. So that means I say, okay, if I make it fun and happy, all right, and you guys will make sure all your KPI is achieved, all right? So I'll make this company a flexi working environment, okay? So now we created a gorgeous company to work for using these three culture: healthy lifestyle at work, happy working culture, and honesty working culture. So this three culture was created in the CTP ETP program, Employee Transformation Program. So we have our gym after that thing. And then we have our life fitness program. Then we have our yoga. Okay, so this is the blood test. Okay, and this is my philosophy: happiness derived from seeing others happy. Okay, PKT become a flexi working environment. Once you achieve your KPI, you can do anything you like. You don't have to pretend you're working anymore. Okay, so we tell them, we are serious. So we tell the supervisor, once they achieve a KPI, please don't throw him another job, he or she. Because if you throw him another job, the neighboring guy who get 10 files, both of them get 10 files each. Then he finish very fast. Then this one, 2 files, 3 files only. Because the rest of the time he lepak, do other things, go Insta and whatnot. So then you throw him the other file. Not fair, ma. Correct or not? Why I say this statement is because once the person know at the end of the year they get same bonus, same promotion, the next thing I'm not going to be so stupid. I'm going to finish my file same standard as the other one next to me. I'm also going to finish 3 files only. I'm also going to pretend to be working. When the boss around, I work. When the boss not there, I lepak. Why should I do the more? Because if I do more, the person get the same bonus and get same promotion as me. So that is what happened. Okay, so we say once you finish your job, you can do anything you like. You don't have to pretend you're working anymore. It's just like a small kid you are treating them. You tell your son, boy, you finish your homework today, you can go and play basketball. Do you think how fast you will finish your homework today? Correct or not? Within 1 hour, you say, that I'm done already. Hey, yesterday you took the whole day. How come today suddenly 1 hour? That's the reason, because they know they can have fun. Okay, so we make office like home. This is all our pantry. This is called Lake Honesty House Level 7. Level 9 is called Sonkyo Chatsisu. Level 10 is Safari 10. We call it Kiravira T10. Okay, this is my floor, DMT's kitchen, over Jamie Oliver's kitchen. All right. Okay, so we have a very nice, fun working culture. We create a lot of, they are always, when you talk about fun, I tell you suddenly, Prof, everyone become very creative. They know how to make fun working place. So then I will tell them that honesty is a basic human value. Okay, if you choose to be dishonest, you just make that value lesser. Okay, so we came up with a lot of our original philosophy. You will see that everything we do, we came up with our original philosophy and we brand them. Okay, poster is everywhere. Every single culture has our own philosophy. Okay, this is the honesty culture, and how we KPI our honesty culture. We have the honesty corner in every part of our building where people buy the food, put the money into the box and change it. And somebody will come and calculate the money and put a sticker on the wall here. All right. Honesty Day, Dishonest Day, and Charity Day, that when the money is more than it's supposed to be. So that is what we get when we started. This recently. Okay, so this is Honesty Day, Dishonest Day, and Charity Day. All right. So on top of that, for the management guy, how to keep you motivated. So we have this management retreat. Okay, so my philosophy for my management team is focus working for me. I'll make sure you see the world. So I travel with them all over the world. Okay, started with nearby Nepal, followed by Sydney, followed by Tokyo, South Africa, Eastern Europe, New Zealand, Mediterranean cruise, Mongolia, Hokkaido, Scandinavia, Kenya and Tanzania safari, Alaska, Canada, South America, Brazil, Argentina, Bolivia, and Peru. Last year was in the UK together with me. All right. So we become the best employer. Okay. Now, if you want to look for a job for PKT, okay. Prof. Amin, okay. So you go to, okay. When I moved to the building in Shah Alam, I used to have problem getting employee. Okay. And then we created all this culture and we got the attention because we are in social media, because we don't have a bus stop next to us. There's no public transport to come to our office building. So difficult to find employee. So then we even had to fetch our employee from Portland to come here, the old employee. But now, if you want to work for PKT, you must go into, if you go into our website, you scroll under the end, is to work for us. And you see the word we use, for your future happiness, click here. Kaya or not? To support a socially responsible company, click here. One is for your future happiness. When you click for your future happiness, you go into Facebook. It's a group called PKT Talent Hunter. There are 23,000 people queuing to work for us. And all our vacancy is posted in there. We have our KPI for human resource is zero cost. Zero. Not a single cent you spend on recruitment cost. Okay. All will be based on the Facebook site. So we post all our vacancy inside, and that's where we get all our employee. All right. So in 2020, after we came up with these three culture, during our COVID-19 transformation program, we decided to expand that culture to include two more additional culture inside. One is because during that time when we were having fun working culture, some people overdo it. Every day have fun, no need to work. So we tried to, then my father came in, and my father is also in the board. And he said, hey, everyone is having fun, nobody is working hard. So then I added his culture into the company. Because they are the boss, they are the leader. If he worked very hard, I also work very hard. Actually, I work more smarter than hard. But then again, so we add that culture inside. And for me, I think I am more known in the market for being very humble. Okay, have you seen the video of me in the going into the lorry one? My car broke down, then I will go up the lorry. That is because of how humble I am. I'm always sitting in front of the driver, next to the driver. I don't need a chauffeur actually. I just need people to drive me very fast, drop me down, and then pick me up again, go to the next meeting and whatnot. Okay, so this is the 5H working culture or PKT. So make sure all your KRA, all your vision, all your culture come up with nice logo, because we're going to sell it in all over the office. Everywhere we have the 5H logo. Then we have the theme of it, talk about it logo. Then we have a philosophy and everything everywhere in our office, and people start embracing on it. And all the leaders can articulate this to all their employees and their staff as well. So this is very important for the growth of the company. Okay. So now I think the PKT, I would say, then I got attention from a Japanese institution called JAIS, not that JAIS, this Japan Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. So they are famous for knowledge science. So they came over to PKT, they listened to all my talks, and they tell me PKT is a knowledge creating service company. All right. So I say, why? Because you are using this formula. SECI model, SECI. SECI model as the way you come up with a new knowledge, because everything you do has a wow factor. Okay, so why did you are able to have a wow factor in everything you do? Because nobody has done it before in the world. Then we will do it. Really crazy things. Putting up a safari tent as a pantry in a company. Will anybody do that or not? Nobody will do that, right? So building a concept warehouse. Nobody else in the world is have a concept warehouse. We are the only one in the world having a concept warehouse. So we do it. So he said the reason is because you are socialization happen in the Facebook, because PKT, we have a kick-ass group where all our employees is inside there. So I take pride as a CEO that can maneuver the company the fastest, 30 seconds. I can go into the Facebook, I post something now, immediately my staff will know what happened already, right? I give you an example. Today I run 5 kilometers, my record run. I take a picture, I post into KX group, right? I shower, then I go downstairs, I go to the canteen. As I walk towards the canteen, my forklift driver stop, break, and let me go through. Boss, congrats. I say, congrats apa? 5 kilometer. That is how the speed of information in our company. Everybody embrace it. So our company can move very fast with that thing, okay? With that kind of things. So after socialization, get a new idea what to do already, you need to externalize it. You go and get your other people from outside to see what else can I improve from this new idea. Externalize it first. Get people, check with people, what's your feedback? Can you say anything that I can improve from here? Then if there is a product for the customer, ask the customer, will you like this product and all that? After you get the information, you need to combine it, combination. Combine the idea together and then internalize and then execute it internally. So you keep on having this thinking process, okay, continuously moving, so that your company or organization will continuously become a knowledge creating organization. Don't stop, because the very minute you stop, okay, you will be like Kodak. You know what happened to Kodak story, right? Kodak invented the first digital camera, and their market share in the film was world 30% world market share. Then when they proposed this digital camera to their boss said, no. We're not going to change to digital, because now we are controlling 30% of the film market in the world. All right? Because they stopped innovating, that is where they kill themselves. And now there's no more film already. Everyone is digital. Okay? So PKT going towards a 1 billion level. This is our chart. As a CEO of the company, I'm very, very happy. All right? So, until the COVID-19 crisis, a bit unhappy. So this is all our hubs that we built in Malaysia. We have this one logistics hub, one eastern hub, one auto hub, and one northern hub. Okay, so this is our plan to achieve 5 million square feet of warehouse in 10 years under our KRA number 3. Okay, so one auto hub was conceptualized after the one in Shah Alam, one logistics hub, is next to the second bridge. Anyone from Penang here? Ada? Okay. I know some of you went already. Who went to the ship campus? Sudah? Okay. So the next development after that, after one logistics hub, is in Penang, one auto hub. Okay. So one auto hub consists of the 12 wave, the warehouse, the ship camp, the automotive boulevard, car showroom left and right, vendor park, our own container yard, a campus called the ship campus, a hotel called Lighthouse Lodge, a waterfront, and the Andaman Wharf, okay, which is a mangrove walk and wildlife sanctuary, and a sports center. So this is a multiple development in Penang, okay. So the original concept when we presented to LGE, because he was the chief minister of Penang in 2014, 12. This is the original concept, Automotive Boulevard, and at the end, turn to the right, student accommodation, and this is called the ship campus, all right? And overlooking the Lighthouse Lodge, which is a hotel. Okay, so a lot of pictures. At that time, we did a presentation, fly through. Okay, this is a 3 iconic building talking to each other. All of them is first in the world, okay? And the 12 wave was conceptualized and finally awarded to Eversendai. Okay? And now I brand it as the 7 wonders of modern architecture. So in business, you need to do a lot of branding. All right? So modern architecture, there are so many modern architecture. This will be very iconic in Malaysia. Okay. So ever since I got the project, and this is the 12 wave now. You can even take the picture from the plane. Or selfie next to the highway, but don't do that. Also not working. Ini fail punya KPI ni mana? No chance for me to drink water. No, we have a video intentionally, just to make sure that I have time to drink water. But anyway, so this is now the latest picture of the 12 wave and the ship campus done professionally. Okay, so the Lighthouse really is a hotel with a real lantern room at the top of it. Okay, so the 12 wave got the award recently for UPSI Award for Industry. And one of the unique thing about PKT is we never forget about environment. Okay, in the warehouse, we decided to have a garden. So we took away nature from earth by building warehouses. We decided to build a garden to replace it. This is called the nature walk. So what happened is, I was very impressed with this Alustar, where they have this cherry blossom. Right? Actually, it's not cherry blossom, it's actually a Takuma tree. So I say, if we would have to recreate it, properly organize it, we plant 118 Takuma tree in one row. When they flower at the same time, from far away, it is really a cherry blossom in Malaysia. So I say, if it is a cherry blossom in Malaysia, everyone will like to drive past, come nearer to the warehouse and take picture kan. So when they arrive at the warehouse, can you imagine, underneath the tree is nothing, kosong. So a bit boring. So I decided to invest 3 million to build a Japanese garden. Okay, so this is a Japanese garden called the Nature Walk. Okay, and I get these two Japanese from Tokyo to fly into Malaysia to design the whole place and supervise the construction. So I get a local Malaysian contractor, work together with him. All right, and I pay the Japanese only the designer fee. Okay, so now it's already complete with a lot of features, including a tea house and a paddy field inside there. Okay, because the nature walk is talking about from the sea, created the cloud go to the mountain, it started raining. So the first feature is waterfall. Then we created river. So the river, the water will come out, and the river create a jungle. So after jungle, there is the life where we will have fish will come out. Fish will breed around that river area, followed by paddy field. And then after paddy field, go to the sand already, Zen garden, and then go back to the sea and come back again. It's the circle of life. All right? This is the Zen garden and the koi fish. And it looks very beautiful. So you can do two type of tour for PKT. If you go to my Facebook, our website, you will see that in our website, we have tour and food. How many companies have tour and food in their website? You can actually book for a tour and pay for it and come for tour. Yeah, really. It's like a Google office in America. You want to go to Google office, there's a package for it. So we also selling it as a package. With the package, people value it. This Saturday, I'm going there because there's a group of entrepreneurs who want to visit the ship campus as well. So we charge them 75 ringgit per person. All right. So including tours and makan. This is a tea house. And in the front of the warehouse, we have a 12-wave service area, Japanese concept, all right? Service area for R&R, convenience store, public toilet, surau, food court for people. So we are a warehouse operator. Why are we having that? That is our social responsibility, providing services to the industry. In a way, I'm a Chinaman. I don't want to waste space. I want to make sure everything is all taken out. So I created a food court so that people can rent my food court. And then at the same time, I don't have to have a canteen only for my staff. So I have this canteen open for public and make money at the same time, collect rental. And it's full, yeah, with the industrial park people. Okay. Okay, this is our new office. We don't have a receptionist anymore. Our receptionist is converted into front desk so that graduate will take pride to work in the front desk, especially those from hotel management or anything. So why? Because their function is different already. They are the business center of our office. Everything we do over there. Print ticket, bookings, make coffee, phone call come in, all these things. So multitasking for this office here. A lot of my philosophy is all over the office, and we also have a trucker lounge. So because of the feedback from the truck drivers, then they want to have a lounge for truck drivers. So we created a truckers lounge. Without that kind of thinking, the SECI model, you will not have that kind of result. These are called service innovation. Okay, we innovate. We also have a shower facility for all the truck drivers. All right. And then the ship campus philosophy is, because we are in the logistics. In 2008, when we did our transformation, there is no logistics graduate in the market at all. So one of them is about how to look into scaling our business with the human resource. So we decided to invest into education. So once we invest into education, you cannot have one subject, logistics. You need to have at least 3 or 4 subjects to get the economics of scale to run the operation. Because at that time, nobody wanted to register to study logistics. It was like, I have 3 courses, logistics, business study, and accountancy, 30, 30, 30. All right. But today in the campus now, 70% are logistics, 15 are the other subjects. Okay. Sooner or later, we become the specialist in the logistics study in Malaysia. Okay. So teaching in a working environment, bringing institution closer to industry to improve the quality of our graduate so that they are industrial ready. So this is the ship campus. This is not the actual one, but this is the one that I sent to my architect. No need to come up with your new idea, just copy and paste. Very easy, my architect no need to think so hard, because he was trying to think, oh, Michael, don't worry, I make it look like a ship. I said, no. The one in Shah Alam looked like a ship, but it's not a ship. I had enough of that one. But this time now, I need to look exactly like a ship already. Now, this is Royal Caribbean, Voyager of the Sea. I was on this cruise 2006 in the Mediterranean. I want you to copy and paste. So he just copy and paste. Okay, that was his concept. And this is the original thing. So we have a Royal Caribbean on land now. Okay. So the student resident and the ship campus front desk. Okay, so this is our auditorium. And the library. So I told the librarian that went together with Prof. Amin. Is it here or not, the librarian? Okay. So I told her the librarian is no longer place for them to study anymore. It's not only to place for study, but not quiet only. So we have 5 sections. After I went to UK for tour for the latest investment into library, I went to Japan and study how they design their library. At the end, I come up with my idea. You copy, and then come up with your idea. You are the best. So we have 5 sections in our library. One is called fun study area, casual study area, quiet study area, private study area, and group study area. So 5 sections inside the library. Okay, so these are fun and casual. And of course, they didn't give you all the pictures. The ship campus also have a gym on the top. And our cafe. Then when I end, then only we play the video. Okay, all right. So transformation. Okay, so now what is more relevant today is like this. We recently faced with the COVID-19 crisis. So I name it as the mother of crisis. Okay, because never been our country shut down, lockdown, means nobody can go out before except war. But we cannot remember the war time. It's not our time. All right. So during war emergency, you cannot. This is almost like a state of emergency already. But then we never come across this kind of crisis. So to summarize, 2008, we went through one transformation to grow from 200 million to 500 over million. All right. So then after that, to 800 million today. Then we have a booster in 2011 after company clear vision and mission, clear vision statement. Then we create culture. Okay, so in 2020 we decided to have another transformation, but via webinar. So we call it COVID-19 transformation program. All right, because of this 1 billion. Okay, so now my slide sorter went a bit wrong, but anyway, so during the 2008 transformation program, we came up with all these other key result growth area that we want to achieve in order to achieve a billion ringgit. We came up with all the industry that we are supposed to do, okay, which is FMCG, FMB, education, chilled and frozen logistics, e-commerce logistics, halal logistics, E&E logistics, regional distribution center, port logistics. We came up with all these ideas and we tick every one of them. Okay, this is what we done. All right. And the COVID transformation happened online. All right. So this one with 100 of my management team. So my management have grown from 50 in 2011 during the employee transformation program to now 2020, 100 of them. Okay. So we came up with a new vision. So we call it, first is called Vaccine 50. Very catchy name. We call it V50 or Vaccine 50. Because once we take the vaccine, we are COVID proof. Right? So meaning this is a COVID proof business that we are penetrating. COVID proof means essential items. 50% of our sales must grow in the non-automotive sector, especially essential items. So we want to focus on FMB, FMCG, all the way to make sure that during COVID-19, we still have business to do. So we call it Vaccine 50. Then we decided to reduce our ASEAN 30 to 20, focus on Malaysia more than overseas, because you lose your focus if you go overseas too much, right? And then the new vision that we put in place is called Wawasan Digital 20. 20% of our sales should come from online related business, because during COVID-19, everything online is still possible. Okay, one of our items that we sell online is toys. All right, so what happened is we are famous. We are now currently one of the big player in dropship business, meaning the manufacturer from anywhere in the world, they want to sell direct in Malaysian market. Don't want to go through a middleman, trader or dealer or distributor. They appoint PKT as the third-party company. So they send the goods to my warehouse. They still own the goods. I keep it for them. I post it into Lazada, Shopee, and whatnot for them. All the toys. You heard of VTech or not? VTech toys. Your children use with a handphone, can call. So all these toys are sold by us online. We sell on behalf of them online. And during COVID-19, the sales increased 3 times. Because a lot of kids at home, parents at home don't know how to handle the kids. Buy more toy for them. So we think this is going to be a good market to do. Okay. So we decided to go into digital business to 20%. And the new grand vision of 3 billion. So we don't want to be action cakap 3 billion kan. So we purposely named the vision called Wawasan 3 Bs. Mellow it down. And then so that market will not feel very intimidated. Wow, this PKT very action. They are talking about 3 billion ringgit already now. So the reason is like this. When we want to hit 1 billion, we reach a psychology level that we cannot surpass the 1 billion. So I decided, since we are hovering around that range, I need to have a new vision higher than that. Maybe that is the reason why we cannot surpass 1B, because we don't have a vision after that. So we renewed the vision quickly during COVID-19. We came up with 3B so that we can pass 3B, 1B, and then go towards the direction of 3B, so that we had that kind of things in our plan. Okay? So Wawasan 3B by 2025. Okay, so these are the new area that we are going to penetrate. So later on, if you follow us on the Facebook, then you will realize we are going into sorting, hubbing, parcel city partners, apparel logistics. Apparel means fashions. Okay, hospitality, online business for F&B businesses like Lemangkia, Machikia. Remember that? E-commerce, delivery, fulfillment, online auto parts, FMCG for other Watson and Guardian, global distribution center for maybe IKEA, Nestle, or other brand, online trading, offline trading, healthcare logistics, because healthcare was the one that doing very well, and we are not in it. So we are going for dual pharma, pharma Niaga, and all these kind of customers. Cross-border logistics, carrier haulage, and service area. So a lot of businesses now we are planning to execute until 2025. So that means you have a lot of bullets with your chief marketing officer for him to shoot. All right. Right. So then we focus about, in conclusion, I mean, in a way, we focus on the 3P. If you look at my strategy, okay, the way I do it is very theoretical. We already know about the 3Ps, all right? People, profit, people, and planet. So I am executing that three together. That is why we are so attractive. And one of the things that maybe is not inside here is this quintuple helix model. I'm collaborating with university, government, universities, the industry, government, universities, people, society, and also the environment. So I'm executing a 5-helix, quintuple helix model. Not only just one. That is why we are so attractive, because nobody have reached this level yet in terms of logistics industry. Okay. So this is the triple H. Talking about our CSR, it's not about how you spend your profits. It's about how responsible you make your profit. So always remember this. In order for people to consider you as international standard, you need to have a very good CSR program. Okay, whether it's talking about environment conscious, the people conscious, or what, never mind. University level, you can also come up with your own CSR program. One of the universities that I went through is they are carbon, they are carbon free. Carbon free university. And every year they try to reduce the low carbon and whatnot. They show to the client, all the visitor, that presentation. So you need to have a very unique CSR program for your own university. And PKT have our own very branded one. We have this called ABIB, Anak Belajar Ibu Bekerja, because we are in the logistics business. Our CSR program is to allow housewife to come back to work. Instead of employing foreign worker, I employ housewife to work. All right. We give them 2 shifts, morning shift or afternoon shift. Morning shift, you come in at 8:30, you finish at 12:30, go and pick up your children and take care of the children. Afternoon shift will come at 1:30, finish at 5:30. So I create a lot of job, second income in the family, especially for the community surrounding me. Okay. So this ABIB program won us award internationally, especially with McDonald's manufacturer, which is the McFood. Keystone are the brand, they are holding company. They give us second place for ABIB program. Okay. So McDonald's will not go and find another vendor because they love this vendor, has a very good CSR program. Now they are no longer talking about their own CSR. They are talking the whole supply chain must have a proper social responsibility as well. That means they don't want to fall into the problems of Apple. You remember Apple case or not? They outsource all their manufacturing to Foxconn in China. And in China, one by one, they jump from the top of the building, come down. Every week, don't know how many people commit suicide. The reason is they make them work long hours and 20 over people sleeping in one room. Okay, so that give them a depression and they actually commit suicide. And then the CSR for Apple actually failed. So then McDonald's, they all take precaution on that and check with all their vendors to make sure that all the whole supply chain also got social responsibility. Okay, so this is our latest signature one that our Prime Minister mentioned in his speech the other day in the thing here. We call it Smart Trucker Program, where we allow graduate to become a truck driver. Not forever, it's only for 4 years saja. Okay, after graduate, during your internship period, I train and I give you a license. Then you will drive not lousy type of customers, family mark. Okay, then you become a delivery man for the truck driver. We call it smart trucker, not Bodo trucker. All right, smart trucker, and then they deliver family mark goods, wear nice uniform, go and meet the people in the Japanese. Everyone take picture or PKT or family mark, very high branded and whatnot. So they have semangat. They have the pride to tell their friends they are smart trucker for only 4 years. Because why? They need to test whether they are okay to work as a smart trucker for 4 years. If they like it, they will continue it as a career. If they don't like it, they can opt to become a senior logistics executive in the warehouse. Okay, so we have a career path for them. That is why this program is very, very good. Okay, so another one is Jom Bekerja Sambil Belajar. So allowing students to work in a warehouse while they are studying. So this is a concept. I don't want to wait until the internship period. During the time when they're studying, they're already working like me when I was in the UK. Okay, I didn't tell you about my earlier part-time job. I have 4 part-time jobs: babysitter, fish and chips, in a pub, and all these kind of jobs. Okay, so Jom Bekerja Sambil Belajar helps the student to actually learn the soft skill because of the work they have lah. Okay, now we just launched a new one called Jom Bersara Secara Sembilan. So you know what's the meaning, right? So once you retire, you can even work for me. Because I saw this picture in Japan. This guy looked like 70 plus, but he worked in the operation. Okay, just earn a little bit income, keep himself active. Why not? All right. So these are win-win situation, right? I'm not going to lose money. I'm still paying him money for the job that is a foreign worker job. Why I still give to foreign worker when I can give the job to local Malaysian? The reason is I am not flexible to think that they only can work half a shift. So once you divide into 2 shifts, then more people can join already. Then the whole community get a job rather than we employ foreign worker. So this is a win-win situation. Okay. So over the years, I have been working together with UiTM before. This is Prof. Zaini, maybe one of your old friend. All right. This is current Prof. Prof. Dato Sri Mustafa. He is the one who appointed me as a young professor and also the honor me with the doctorate. All right. So received the honorary doctorate from UUM. Our recent signing together with UPSI. And also University Malaysia Pahang. Okay. So CEO faculty program, I'm being extended until the next 2022 already. So this is the old one. But in the Polytechnic also, I am the CEO faculty member as well. So my contribution is not only university level, all the polytechnics as well. So I'm collaborating with Polytechnic Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah for many years for logistics business education. And Polytechnic Seberang Perai and Polytechnic Nilai, all right? So appointed as their advisor, and I did this YS2P program, Young Social Entrepreneur Program. It's like inter-polytechnic competition, all right? And they received a record from the Malaysian Book of Records, all right? So these are some of the many events, and the highlight of the events is this award that surprised me, to get the best CEO. Okay. So my small tips for doing business, I think this is a philosophy that everyone should carry as well. Thou shalt not be jealous of others' success. Thou shalt learn from them and be appreciative. Thou shalt give back to society when thou is successful without asking for anything back in return. So this is the way I carry out my philosophy, and all my mentees also doing the same thing. So we want to create a very good society in the future. Okay, so my philosophy is dream of it, talk about it, plan for it, work on it, and get it. Thank you, everyone.
Majlis merakamkan ucapan terima kasih kepada Yang Berbahagia Dato' atas ucapan sebentar tadi. Semoga dengan apa yang disampaikan oleh Yang Berbahagia Dato' tadi dapat memberi inspirasi dan panduan dalam menjana keuangan universiti dengan lebih baik. Majlis seterusnya menjemput Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Dr. Muhammad Shatta bin Sabran, Naib Chancellor UPSI diiringi Yang Bursa Tuan Haji Muhammad Najib bin Haji Muhammad untuk ke pentas bagi menyampaikan cenderamata kepada Yang Berbahagia Profesor Adjang Datuk Dr. Michael Teo. Dipersilakan. Majlis merakamkan ucapan terima kasih. Hadirin sekalian, dengan berakhirnya acara penyampaian cenderamata itu tadi, maka berakhirlah sudah sesi pertama, kedua dan ketiga kita pada hari ini. Hadirin sekalian dijemput untuk menikmati jamuan makan tengah hari yang telah disediakan. Untuk makluman semua,